They're trying to tell us what we need to do, as always. But they're wondering why guys aren't talking to them. Maybe it's because they
Get nothing. You lose.
Because you done goofed.
You're too slow.
Let's go on to it.
Serious question for the boys. When you guys were born, before you even, stepped foot on Earth, did you guys all have, a conference? This is what we're gonna say to all the bitches that we fuck? Oh yeah, let's do that line. Because all you motherfuckers do the same thing with this.
Already out to a good start, with all the cursing. Because, that's going to show that she's intelligent. There's more words, people. You don't have to curse. Word, curse, word. There's a lot more words out there. Come on now. Let's do better. Let's do better.
Same wise. And the same monologue. Are you guys Shakespeare? Are you guys Shakespeare? Because you guys all sound the motherfucking same. The girl that you guys are best friends with, we all know how that love story ends. You end up fucking her. We break up. You end up dating her instead.
I guarantee her rap sheet is well over 20. Her body count is up there. Look, what is it they call it? Ratchet? Yeah, this girl looks like she's just from the slums. Yeah, she looks like a mess and a problem. But,
Been there, done that, same shit. What do you guys call each other up? Yeah, bro, let's do this. Can you guys get a little more creative, you basic ass bitch? Get a little more creative with the story. At least tell me that's your fucking mother.
Put a brawl on. Lord Almighty. Strap those things up. You're gonna knock somebody out.
Tell me that's your cousin. Tell me that's your girl, your fucking ex-wife, fuck, anything other than she's my...
See how unintelligent that sounds? I don't like that stuff.
friend, and we're never gonna have sex. Because we all know how it ends. Thank you.
Ask for your number and then proceed to be the most boring fucking texter known to mankind. That's why I didn't text you back, sir, because I'm literally falling asleep.
Maybe he sends boring texts because he's just not interested. Did you ever think about that? No, probably not.
There is nothing that irritates me more than a man who loves to text. All it does is...
Look at those lips. I don't know if you guys can see that very well in the video, but yeah, definitely some lip filler going on there.
create a false sense of intimacy and connection. And it's so low effort for them to send you a text. I will intentionally ignore a man so that he has to pick up the phone and call me. Because those little dopamine hits that you're constantly getting are what gets you attached to that person much quicker than you should be. And it makes you feel like you know that.
Well, and by the way, the dopamine is part of the whole process. Let's just watch this a little more. I'm willing to bet she's just bitter.
Person when in reality you don't. And men know that giving you those dopamine hits with the good morning text and the good night text and how was your day is a surefire way to get
Good morning, good night text, and how was your day? That's what couples say to each other. I mean, that's just being a good partner. I don't know.
So the moment that he stops doing those things, then you start to think the worst. Then you start to question everything. And he actually may genuinely have been busy that day.
I just think that most men...
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they just overanalyze stuff. I mean, come on. You just end up ruining stuff for yourself because you end up in a whole cycle of worry and doubt and all. Like, just people have other stuff to do. It's not all just about you. So
The majority of men are just so fucking boring. And they don't have any emotion.
I don't know. She seems pretty boring. Good Lord, that nose is long enough to cover a couple miles.
Depth, like nothing is going on like below that surface. They are so mundanely...
I mean, that nose is bigger than my dreams. I mean, come on now.
average and just boring. Yeah, just so boring. Like speaking to most of them.
Your whole video is boring right now. Literally, in the moment, you are boring, right? I mean, everybody agrees. come on. Shut up, lady. You're boring.
It's just like speaking to a brick wall, you know, there's no emotional depth going on there. And I think that's why women struggle in so many relationships with
I think she's looking in a mirror. Doesn't seem like she has very much emotional depth either. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
men because women have so much depth and so much to feel and think and give. And I think that's why most women do struggle in relationships with men, full stop, because they find it hard to connect with most men because most men just don't have any depth at all, you know? And that's why most women will get more.
I don't know. It doesn't seem like she has very much depth. She just keeps repeating the same thing over and over again. I don't know. Seems pretty repetitious to me, but, you know. Let's go on to this next one here.
Okay, for those of you that are just terrified to speed date in front of hundreds of people, I understand.
And by the way, nobody should be speed dating anymore. It's not the frickin' 90s. Are we really still speed dating? Like, that's really still happening? Lord, I thought everything was online at this point.
I get it. But let me show you another way that you can date.
Look at that.
Look at that. So, I don't know what y'all are waiting on, but this is like legit working and the real deal.
Okay, nobody cares. Nobody cares.
What? I'm sure the
Oh yeah, so this next one here, we'll cover it here in a second.
rest of us can't wait to hear what the logical rationale behind the proposed forcible sterilization of innocent children would be.
If that made you flinch, good. You won't want to miss part 2 either. Honest me. You want to solve half of society's problems?
I actually think that we're witnessing part of society's problems right now.
Yeah, she's not wrong right there. But yeah, she's trying to advocate for pretty much sterilizing children before. I mean, come on. You can't do that. That's not, I don't know. I can't imagine any world where someone would be like, yeah, that's definitely the option. That's the way we should go. Come on, obviously you're not using a brain. Or do you even have one? Is there a brain in there at all? Probably not.
Because here's the truth. Men don't want to wear condoms. They don't want accountability. They want raw. And when the baby comes, they say, oh, it's not my fault.
Oh, by the way, that's both people made that choice. If the dude didn't wear one, you were okay with him not wearing one. It was in there. You knew it. I mean, come on now.
So fine. Mandatory vasectomies. Problem solved. Fix the fathers, fix the future.
Here's something that some aren't going to want to hear. It's not just the fathers that raise these kids to be irresponsible. Part of the responsibility also falls on the mothers for their failings as well.
And the only ones bad would be the ones that never wanted accountability in the first place.
Yeah, no, that lady's obviously very unintelligent. Nobody would ever want to advocate for that. Maybe that's just a satire account. I don't know. It seems a little aggressive for that to be actually real. But I've seen that video before. Maybe it's real. If it's real, she really needs to have a moment where she comes to God, doesn't she? That would be good for her.
Got this? 75.
So this guy sets up this whole room for their anniversary and really checks all the boxes, right? And she's totally unenthused about it, doesn't even care. Just watch this.
See all this right here? Mm-hmm. Happy anniversary, baby. Happy anniversary.
It's cool.
This cool. What the hell you mean it's cool? You don't see you all over the...
Huh, she said, it's cool. Yeah, it's cool. You didn't go through all the hours of prep and work and everything like that. That's so ungrateful. That sucks. I feel bad for that dude. I really do.
It's the guy that I loved and cared about to red pill content. Before he started watching this content, he was a sweet, nice man who treated me well and was...
So pretty much what's going on here is her man was a simp before, right? Totally simping over her. Then he got red pilled because Sometimes that happens. Sometimes that happens. And it's good for him, though, because he finally realizes what was going on. So he gets red pilled, and then he ends up being like, on this. Just watch.
Charismatic, funny. And the moment he started watching this content, he completely changed. He started calling women bitches, skanks. He became very, very angry almost all the time. And then eventually he ended things with me because he thought I was using him for money. Now, granted, there was one
yeah. Were you using it for money? Well, it sounds like we're about to find out right here.
time where I did make a joke about how I wanted an old guy to take care of me, and I quickly regretted it.
You made a joke about saying that you want an old guy to take care of you. Is that funny? Is that supposed to be funny? No, that's just dumb.
I was sorry, but I still cared about him. I would drive 30 minutes every day to see him. Like, it wasn't just about the money. Because he's watching all this content, he thinks that all these women are trying to use him and all that stuff. And so he had a loving girl that cared about him and loved him and, like, would stick by his side through anything. And then he eventually said this to me, and this was the final straw. Now, when I first started talking to him, not that it mattered, this is the guy.
So, I mean, look, nobody cares. I mean, you were probably not being a good partner anyways. If he got onto those videos and then started realizing that you were taking advantage of him, then whose fault is that? I mean, honestly, look, I think, you hear that? It's common sense. It's right at the door. You should answer it. I mean, come on. That's ridiculous. It's crazy.
For men versus dating for women is not the same thing. I don't know why we...
Yeah, that's because we're men and you're women. I mean, come on.
It's not the same thing. I know that I said this, and I'll say it till I'm blue in the face, but oh my gosh, I hate it. It's like, this isn't a fun experience as a woman. There's so much risk involved. Like,
yeah, I don't know. You seem like, I can already tell right off the bat that she's probably the problem. I mean, it's not that hard to date. Just be yourself, go out there. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. There's so many other people. Just go be yourself. If it doesn't work out, probably better for you, right?
there's so much risk involved with just being around them, with going on a first date with them.
Seems like there's a lot of risk involved just being around you.
There's a risk of being stalked. There's a risk of violence. There's a risk of, like, someone cornering you and you feeling weird, and, like, the amount of time...
And there's a risk of men having to deal with women being crazy. There's a risk of men having to deal with women just being vindictive and using them for their resources. I mean, there's a lot of different things. I mean, what are we talking about here?
That has happened to me. I can't even tell you. This isn't some kind of, like, nightmare situation. Like, this is something that regularly happens. Let's say
You're a nightmare situation. Guys, steer clear of that one. I'm telling you right now. You don't want anything to do with that.
He's like cool and normal. You're like, okay, it's cool and normal. And then there's inconsistency. And then when it comes to, like, you know, the risk of being physically intimate with a man is much higher than it for a woman than it is for a man. If I'm physically intimate with a man, there's a risk that I could get pregnant. There's a risk, like, women have a higher chance of...
Yeah, if you have sex with a man, you can definitely get pregnant. That's usually the point. I mean, come on. Yeah, that could happen. There's different ways to avoid that if you want to, but sometimes it still happens anyways. But everybody inherits a risk there. It's not just you. Remember, if you end up having a kid and you don't stay with that guy, he's on the hook for at least 18 years paying child support. So, I mean, I would say there's a risk for everybody.
Contacting STDs than men do. There's a 100% chance, basically, that a man's going to get off in a sexual relationship with a woman. There's a 0% chance, basically, on the...
Yeah, this lady's, you know, she's obviously a... I don't even want to listen anymore to this, but, you know, she just goes on and on a bunch of crap. So it's all a bunch of... And we're going to go on to these other videos